So Nintendo is really hitting it out of the park when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. The first month alone in the US or North America was about shy of 1 million, close to that 1 million mark. And in terms of the worldwide sales of the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo is really doing very, very well. People are predicting that in the first year of the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo is already going to sell a little bit above or half of what the Wii U sold in its first year. And as we all know, the Wii U really did tank altogether. Nintendo only sold about 13.5 million units in the 4 or 5 years the Wii U was out on the market. So you can see how well that the Switch is doing compared to the Wii U. The Wii U just really tanked. But that also has to do a lot with marketing, and we all know what happened to the Wii U. No one really understood what the Wii U was supposed to do. What was it for? It was just a mess when it comes to the Wii U. But I must say, Nintendo really has been marketing the Switch like they should. Everyone understands the whole hybrid console type thing when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. Could the Nintendo Switch become a flop in the future? Yes. We have known, or we do know, that Nintendo has done wrong things in the past to where they haven't made the right business decisions and marketing decisions. But right now, it looks like the Switch is going to be a success in the gaming industry. It looks like if they keep on doing what they're doing, Nintendo is going to have one hit on their hands when it comes towards the system. Now, of course, there are games coming out for the system like Splatoon, ARMS, and Mario Kart. So games are coming out for the actual system. One thing that has the Switch is really compelling for people out there is the fact that it is a hybrid console compared to the competition. Yes, the PS4, the Xbox One are more powerful systems, but do people really care that they're more powerful systems than the competition? No, they don't care. And if you compare the Switch to the competition, the Switch is just slightly under the base model Xbox One and PS4. So it's not too worse than those systems. It's not like when the Wii U came out and the Xbox One and PS4 were on the market. It was a pretty big downgrade compared to those systems. Whereas now, it's not on par, but it's slightly worse. What I mean slightly, for most people, they're probably not going to care that the Switch is slightly worse than the PS4 and Xbox One, because most people can't even tell it. The one thing Nintendo really has going for it, which is making the system sell like hotcakes, is a couple of different things. The first thing is they have one of the best-selling games right now, which is Breath of the Wild. And we know there are people out there who are not Zelda fans, Nintendo fans, or heck, they're not even gamers altogether, and they're picking up the system just because Breath of the Wild is that freaking good. So we know how well Breath of the Wild is pushing the Switch sales, even with just having Breath of the Wild on the system and the rest of the games kind of being kind of mediocre, not big AAA, really best-selling games or amazing games. People are still buying the Switch just for Breath of the Wild because that game is flat-out fantastic. Yes, you can get that game on Wii U right now, but do people care that Breath of the Wild is on Wii U? No, most people don't care that Breath of the Wild is on older generation hardware. You can probably get for cheaper. They just want to buy it on the Switch because it's new technology, it's fresh, it's the hybrid console and things like that. And if you look at the Switch, the compelling thing with the Switch is, again, the hybrid feature where you can take the games on the go and you can also play them on your big screen television. Where, like, some games, for instance, if you were to compare Lego City Undercover, or if you were to carry some indie games that are on multi-platforms like PC, PS4, Xbox One, people do not care that the Switch is slightly underpowered compared to the competition. Like a game like Lego City Undercover may not have a couple of bells and whistles like shadowing effects and things compared to the PS4 or Xbox One version of the game. They may not have those bells and whistles, but the thing that makes up for it is that you can take the full game, the full same AAA game that the PS4 and Xbox One versions have, but you can take it on the go, and that is flat out fantastic. It's like, well, you have $60 to spend, but you're essentially getting more for your money when you're buying a game on Switch if it's multi-platform, even though it's slightly less in fidelity or in graphical power compared to the competition. Most people won't even really care, and most people won't even see the difference for the most part, and the trade-off is that you can take it on the go, and that's just a very, very nice thing. So that's why most people are probably buying a lot of their AAA third-party games on the Switch compared to other consoles, just because of the whole hybrid thing. The hybrid thing is what's really making these Nintendo Switches really sell really, really, really well. Now, on the other hand, if Nintendo just came out and made the most powerful system, or the same power in just a traditional console, would people buy it? I'm not quite sure if people would even care if the Switch's internals were just in a stand-alone console. I don't know how many people would actually want to buy their games on a Nintendo platform, knowing it's slightly worse than a PS4 and Xbox One, and it's just another traditional stand-alone console. So Nintendo definitely has everything figured out for now. Like, again, you never know what the future is going to hold, and you never know if Nintendo's going to mess up or anything like that. But right now, it looks like the Switch is on track to beating the Wii U, and without a doubt, I can probably say that there's no reason, if you're looking at specs or looking at sales figures and everything and looking at the system as a whole, I would see no reason why the Switch should not underperform. It should definitely outsell the Wii U in its lifespan. Anyway, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out, guys.